Hello, me lovelies. Well, it looks like JDP has been put in a corner. You know JDP, who likes to call people bacons, likes to say that they're a danger to women and goes on about it all the time. Well, he started on me again, saying that I had done things to police officers and all this business. So I thought, right, let's get this out there once and for all and show who's got the clean acro and who hasn't. Because one thing that has always raised a question in my mind is JDP likes to do his prison stories, but we don't find out why he was put in prison so many times. And as we saw when he did a 180-degree turn and started supporting Dekahegi after Dekahegi, he'd been calling him all kinds of bacons and everything. He decided he wanted to be a Dekahegi fan because Dekahegi was getting all the attention at that time. And if you remember, JDP was told again and again by me and others about the 11-year-old girl when JDP was insisting there was nothing to say that Dekahegi was a bacon. Yet, we've heard the recordings where he's referring to the 11-year-old girl, but JDP chose he was not going to even question that. And he knew about it. He knew about it because he used to do videos about Dekahegi himself. So there's something warped about this fella, that he'll ignore certain things about people if he thinks he can get in with them and get clicks and views. Everyone knows that. Everyone's seen that about him, the way he flip-flops and does this kind of thing. But I put this out because I thought I've had enough of this. Him, labelling people. And yet his history is totally shrouded in a fog. He's never explained it properly. So I put this out and tell me if you don't think this was reasonable. Here we are, banter JDP. Let's sort this matter out once and for all. I'll get my saw acro, you get yours, and tell your friend Diggerman to do the same. Diggerman is Chris Murphy, his mate, who likes to call people bacons as well. We will forward them in their original emails to Narrative Destroyer to check to see if I ever did anything to police officers or did a dirty protest. We can also find out if exactly why you were in prison on multiple occasions. I put occasion, but I meant occasions. Alcors has a SO wing. Then we can find out the history of your lovely friend Chris. Can't say fairer than that. Now, what I was saying there was because Chris and JDP are constantly calling people bacons. Let's get it out there once and for all to show that everyone has a clean record. This is what happened very, very quickly. Now, this is how he responded. I wouldn't give you the steam off my piss. As we both know, I've made multiple waves in this corner. If you or anyone else had anything on me, it would be everywhere. The fact is, I'm not like you guys. I've been open about my past. I was a violent young man who would steal to survive, hence why all my convictions are theft or violence to other men. But you probably already know that, don't you? However, that doesn't fit your narrative. There's a reason people like you are outcasts, just saying. So basically, he's not going to do it. Very, very quickly, he's refused to do it. But I don't know why he thinks making waves. JDP, no one can be bothered with you. But you see how he's going on about a narrative, but yet he calls me an outcast. The fact is, JDP, right, because you say that it's just because of violence towards other men, doesn't mean it's true. Guess what? You might tell lies, and we've caught you out telling lies in the past. God knows how many times you've been caught out. You're a liar. You're a twister. So I'm not going to believe what you're saying there, right? But it gets better. I actually responded to that and said I didn't delete his comment. It's just that the certain words that if you use them, the filter will stop the comment going through. But this is what he starts saying, which starts getting really telling. You accuse everyone, and like I said, you just need to look at us all to see who the deranged predatory people are. No, I don't accuse everyone. The only person I've ousted all the time is the mouse who is in contact with you at the moment. To know that it's only the mouse I've said about. Now, this is interesting. You just have to look. So what you're saying is, if you look at a person, you can tell whether they're an offender or not, or a predator. Well, I swear down, right? Looking at your mate Chris, if I was to judge just by looks at all, freaking hell, what if he was sitting outside, or your mate, what's rack pull? Come on, people, if you've seen rack pull or Chris Murphy sitting outside the school, don't tell me. So if you go by looks, that's not what you do. You don't just go by looks, JDP. Now, I pulled him up and said, well, you're accusing me, and it's not me that's running away, it's him that's running away from doing this Saracro challenge. And this was how he responded. I've got nothing to prove to you or anyone else. As we all know, anyone with a dodgy past is quickly caught out. I've been here years now going against the super trolls like you and Craig and his minions. If I'd ever done anything slightly dodgy, you would be all over it by now. You know it, and so do I, Terry, so let's not play games. I said you're accusing rack pull, etc., when in my opinion, you're the only suspect now. You're saying I'm one, proves me point. What he's actually saying there, the absolute gimp, is that I must be a danger in some way to children because I'm asking him to produce this acro. I haven't said he's done it. I haven't said JDP has done it. Does anyone actually reading that? Come on, say in the comments. Does anyone actually reading that not see that what he's doing there is classic desperate deflection? He's saying because he's been on here for years. I never knew about him until he starts hanging out with Hedgehog Man Video Craig, who now he's saying is a bacon and a woman and abuser, but was his friend not so long ago when he thought he could get clicks out of it. Now he's saying that Craig's a super troll. But this is the mindset of this idiot. It's obvious he's scared to put his acro out. And the conclusion, the logical conclusion there is, there's something there he doesn't want you to see. Definitely something there he doesn't want you to see. But to turn around and say that, oh, well, because he's been on YouTube for years means that he's automatically clean. Absolute rubbish. Absolute total rubbish. But there you go, people. The man that calls everyone else bacons has been going on to Craig, Shadowboxer and others about what they are, is terrified to put his Sar acro out there. And you're at liberty, if you want to draw your own conclusions from that. What it says to me is the one that's been gobbling off the most is the one that's got the most to hide.